Meyochi is stretching made easy. Beginner yoga and beginner Tai Chi can be difficult to learn. Meyochi bridges that gap with 3 easy-to-follow whole-body stretching routines. The philosophy behind Meyochi is to inspire healthy lifestyle habits by remaining flexible, eating healthy, stress reduction, and exercise of any kind. Let's start stretching and age gracefully together.
Good morning, my dedicated viewers, and welcome if this is your first time, and glad to have you back if you've been away for a while. I'm Mark, and this is Meyochi, your gateway to flexibility, range of movement, injury prevention for an active and healthy lifestyle. Today's routine is going to be the Earth routine. Let's begin. Feel the stretch, not the pain. All right, our first exercise today is going to be the thumb wrist flex. We're going to stretch our thumbs and our fingers and our wrist and our forearm. And what we're going to do is you're just going to tuck your thumb into your hand, put your fingers around it like this, point your wrist down, and then with your thumb knuckle, point the thumb knuckle down to the floor. And what you're going to do is you're going to feel it inside your forearm here, your thumb, and your fingers. And squeeze your thumb so that you can feel some stretch. And you're also feeling it in here. This is a great stretch for all of us on the computers and with our iPhones and iPads. And just stretch it and put your arm out as far as you can to get some stretching back here as well. All right, now let's do this hand. Thumb in, knuckle down, thumb knuckle down, wrist down, and point this down and then twist. I think we're gonna have a good sunrise today, a little bit on the windy side. That's the way it is here in the fall. We got a pretty high tide, so the water's almost coming up to my blanket here. All right, now let's go to this side. Thumb in, wrap your fingers around, put your wrist down, and twist. And again, you're feeling it all in here. And go ahead and stretch this arm out as far as you can like this. All right, and one more time over here, thumb in, fingers wrap around, point your wrist down, and then twist and put that thumb knuckle down. And then put that arm out as far as you can. You can also do it straight out like this if you like. That's probably better. Okay. All right. The next one is the reverse hand arm flex. And this one feels a little strange, but you're gonna stick your arm out like this, point your fingers down, and then grab it with your other hand, and then pull it back. So now with this hand, you're pulling it back like this. And what you're doing is you're feeling all the stretch inside your forearm here, the joints around your elbow, and your shoulder. And you just stretch it out like this. These are good arm stretch. You're feeling in the back of your back muscles as well. Okay, now with this hand, bring it straight out and pull it down. This arm's a little stiffer for me because I injured it a few years ago. So I can't pull it out as far as I'd like to. But that's why we do these stretches, so that we can become more flexible. All right, one more time, put it out, point your hands down, and pull it back like this. And stretch it out as far as you can. It takes a little bit of strength. But that way you're stretching these back muscles too. Upper back muscles and stretching. Okay. And relax. We're going to do it one more time on this side. And go. Whew. All right, I think we woke up our arms this morning, didn't we? Okay, the next one's the behind the back stretch. And all we're gonna do is we're just gonna clasp our hands like this behind our back, stand straight at attention, and then pull it, lift up as high as you can by standing straight at attention at the same time. And this is stretching your chest muscles, your abdomen, the muscles in your elbow or your shoulder joints. Okay, down and then up in the air. And then we'll bring it back down again and clasp your hands behind and stretch. Okay, one more time, up in the air, bring them back down, and then we're gonna go like this and stretch again. Oh, that feels good. All right, that feels good in this upper chest area. All right, the next one I like to call the overhead pretzel stretch, and this is going to stretch our abdomen as well as our arms and our back. And we're just going to go like a pretzel. We're going to twist it around and then clasp your hands and then go up in the air like this. And again, feel the stretch, not the pain. If this is as far as you can go, that's fine. You'll get better as you do these stretching exercises more often. And then just lift it up. And what you're doing is you're feeling it all the way through your abdomen, all up through your arms, your back muscles, your upper back muscles. This is a great full body stretch. Oh yeah. Okay, bring it down and relax. Go back like this. Now switch the other arm, put the other hand, the left hand over it, and switch it around and bring it back up. Oh, I love the full body stretches. They just feel so good. This one takes a little strength too. I can feel it. If you're not, used to doing these kind of exercises, your muscles may be a touch sore tomorrow because you're actually using them, which is a good thing. All right, bring it down. All right, now right hand over, clasp it with the left hand, and bring it back up. A little bit of waves out there today. A little choppy, but I'm going to go for it. Have some fun out there. Okay. Bring it back down. One more time. Let's shake that out a little bit. That one's getting to me. All right, now I think I did it left hand over and back up. No, I was right hand over. Right hand over. I always get confused as to which one I just did. Sorry about that, folks. But you know what? We're at the beach. It's supposed to be a little more laid back and impromptu. Okay. And relax. Okay. And the last one's going to be for our standing up exercises is going to be the forward neck rotation. We're going to put our chin down to our chest like this, and then we're going to twist over 45 degrees. And what you're going to do is you're going to feel it in your neck, and these are twisting your neck vertebrae and your muscles. And remember, feel the stretch, not the pain. These are vertebrae, they're very tender. Go as far as you can, feel no pain whatsoever. Just go as far as you can. You'll be more flexible the more you do it. Okay? Face forward. Now let's go to the other side. Chin down. And then try to touch your chin to your shoulder. Okay, face forward, and we'll go to the other side. Chin down, try to touch your chin to your shoulder. You're giving good range of movement to your neck vertebrae and some good stretching inside your neck muscles, which is very important because studies have shown, looking at your computer and your smartphones, you are using your neck muscles and vertebrae differently. Okay, face forward and then back down the other way. And because of that, we need to stretch out. Our neck is very important to stretch it out. That's why these exercises are so important. Okay. Oh, there's the sun. All right, nice. Okay. All right, now it's time to transition to the floor. And you know what that means. Food of the week. And our food of the week is going to be asparagus. The origin of asparagus. It was thought to grow wild in Africa, and the Egyptians began to cultivate it about 3,000 to 5,000 years ago. Asparagus is related to onions, leeks, and garlic. And Queen Nefertiti proclaimed asparagus as a food of the gods. Health benefits. Asparagus is high in vitamin K, folate, copper, iron, fiber, and over 100 phytonutrients. The high levels of vitamin K is integral for bone health, resulting in increasing bone mineral density, decreasing bone fractures, and prevention of osteoporosis. Vitamin K is also necessary for blood clot formation. Asparagus supports healthy pregnancy with its high natural sources of folate. Folate is essential for early stages of pregnancy by protecting against neural tube defects. Asparagus has high levels of glutathione, which can destroy carcinogens. In fact, researchers use glutathione levels in cells as a predictor of longevity. Asparagus contains the amino acid asparagine, a natural diuretic which increases urine output, helps to treat urinary tract infections, and decreases bloating. Asparagus is high in soluble fiber, which traps fats, sugars, bacteria, and toxins, then removes them from the body. And finally, asparagus can prevent kidney stones, lower blood pressure, improve digestive health, and has high levels of antioxidants. Fun facts. From a seed, it takes 3 years for an asparagus to reach your dinner plate. And it is said that you can avoid a hangover by eating asparagus before you drink, due to certain enzymes that have the ability to break down alcohol. And what everyone is dying to know, why does asparagus make your pee stink? It is thought to be caused by asparagusic acid, which the body converts to sulfur compounds and is eliminated via your stinky pee. So go get you some asparagus today. Great food of the week. I try to have some at least once a week and love it, steam it, and just eat it just like that. So as always, the food of the week is one part of my 4 pillars of Meyochi. And my 4 pillars of Meyochi are flexibility, proper nutrition, stress reduction, and exercise of any kind. Follow my 4 pillars of Meyochi, and I can guarantee you your quality of life will improve dramatically. And you can go to meyochi.com to learn more about that. Okay, so now let's go to our floor exercises. And the first one's going to be the lower ankle leg stretch. Again, because of the high tide, I'm on the sand dune, so I'm almost rolling backwards. So it's a little strange for me, but we'll just go like this and keep this leg straight and pull your foot back like this with your toes. And what you're doing is you're stretching the back of your ankles. You're working your knee joints and ligaments and tendons. And you're also stretching the muscles in the bottom of your feet. Try to point this leg straight up in the air and keep this leg straight, and you'll feel it behind your legs stretching as well. Okay, let's go to the other one. Knee, leg out, knee up, and pull it back. I like the feeling it gives you back here too when you point that toe straight up. All right, bring this one up, stretch it back. Sun's looking good. All right, bring this one up. Keep this forward, stretch it up, and pull. We're getting good range of movement in our knee as well when we do this. And you're feeling it back in the muscles in your feet, which is good as well. Got to stretch those foot muscles and all those bones in your feet. Very important. We're doing full body stretches. Every single muscle in our body is getting stretched today. All right. The next one is the spine stretch. Classic yoga pose, where what we do, nice, I like it. We're just going to, this is again one where you feel the stretch, not the pain. We're going to be stretching our spine, so any kind of pain, stop what you're doing and don't go down any further. And what we're going to do is we're going to use our arms for support, our hands, and we're just going to move, go down like this. Again, as this is as far as you can go, stop. Do not feel any pain in your vertebrae. And we're just going to go down. Put your hands out as far as you can in front of you, and you'll feel the stretch in your spine and in your upper back and all of your back muscles. This is a great back stretch. And push it up, but use your hands to push yourself up. Nice. That is a sunrise. Okay, and back down. Put your hands out as far as you can and stretch, and you'll just feel it. And remember, any pain, push yourself back up. Okay, push yourself up. I closed my eyes and I have sunspots all in my eyes because I just stared at the sun. Okay, back out. And one more time, go down to the ground. And stretch. I love this stretch. Just stretching all your vertebrae and your spine. Your body is thanking you right now. Okay, bring it back up. And let's do this one more time. And down. Okay, push it up. All right, like it. And our final floor stretch is going to be the inner thigh stretch here. Again, I'm kind of rolling down the hill, so it's a little tough for me. I won't be able to get it exactly right, but you're gonna put your feet together and put your knees out. Keep your back straight, and with your elbows, you can push your knees to the ground. And you'll feel this stretching inside here. I am about to roll over. This is great for the inner thighs. All right, relax for a moment. One more time. And stretch. Try to keep your back straight as you're doing this. And if you don't feel any stretching, use your arms, your elbows to push your knees to the floor, spread yourself open. Okay, one more time, let's just relax. And let's do it one more time. And stretch. Okay. All right, it's time to transition back up. All right, and now we transition back up, and this is where I like to talk about what I'm doing out here. These are stretching exercises, full body stretching exercises to keep us flexible and active and for the rest of our lives. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to keep us flexible and active, and I'm going to be out here, like I always tell you, my goal is to surf till I'm 80. I want you out here with me, and we're going to age gracefully together, and we're going to stretch together for many, many years and watch the sunsets. If you like what I'm doing, please tell your friends if you think they might get something out of this. Tell them they can go to YouTube or go to Meyochi.com. I've got all my videos on Meyochi.com. If you're a regular watcher, please subscribe. And put some comments in there. Tell me what you think, what you don't like, what you like, and just kind of let me know. I'm trying to get a viewership so I can do this for many, many, many years to come, and we can age gracefully together. So please tell your friends, YouTube or Meyochi.com. So let's go back to our exercises. We're going to do the hip stretch, and what we're going to do is just put your feet out, put your hands on your hip, and then just put your hip this way. And you can bend this leg forward, this knee forward, and stretch the hips. You can also feel this in your inner thigh as well as your hips. This is very important. We don't stretch this area enough, and this gives us an opportunity to stretch our hips and our inner thighs. All right, now stand straight up, and let's go the other way. Bend this knee forward, and stretch. Okay, up, and the other way, bend the knee forward, and stretch. Okay, straighten up and bend the knee forward and stretch. You're also feeling it in your side torso as well, stretching some of these muscles as you twist over. All right, stand up straight. Let's do this one more time. We'll do a quick bend over. I like it. This is a good full body stretch. Good stretch. We'll do it a little quicker. Okay. And up, and one more time to the other side. Woo, our spine's getting a workout today, as well as our torso and our hips and our legs and our muscles and our feet. All right, feels good. Let's go get our chair. This is the runner's calf stretch, and it's just your classic, put your knee forward just like a runner, and this one back, push your knee forward, keep your heel to the ground, and you're just going to stretch the back of your calf muscle. just like a runner. All right, bring it up. Switch it over, push this knee forward, keep that heel to the ground, and stretch, and feel that stretch in the calf. Whew, that sun is bright. Believe it or not, it was supposed to be a cloudy day today. Okay, bring it up, bring it down. So no matter how big those supercomputers are, it's still very difficult to predict the weather. I have learned that lesson for many, many years. You just never know. Okay, up. Switch over and stretch. All right. I have not seen a walker all day today. You know fall's coming. They don't walk as much. Oh, I see a couple coming down this way. Okay, now let's sit in our chair. And this is going to stretch our hip area again, as well as our thigh muscles, and our knee is going to give us some good range of movement and stretch the tendons in your knees. Essentially, just cross your legs over. With your hands, grab your knee and bring the knee towards your chest. And this can just relax down here and just pull your knee towards your chest. And what you're doing is you're feeling it all in this thigh muscle near your butt, in your butt muscle and your hip. This is a good hip, what I call hip butt muscle stretch. Okay, and bring it down. Let's bring the other one over. Grab it with your knees, grab it at your knees, and pull it straight. This is also stretching the ligaments and the joints and the tendons in your knee as well, giving it a little bit of full body motion. But I'm really feeling it stretching right back in here. When was the last time you felt anything stretching back there? Probably not in a while. So that's why these are so important and so good for you. All right, and down. And let's go to the other one. Bring it up. Keep your back straight. Okay, bring it down. Now let's do this one. And up. Okay. We definitely stretched, I think, every muscle in our body today. Hands, wrists, thumbs, feet, all your legs, front, back, torso, back muscles, spines, necks. Great full body stretch. I feel like I have limbered up a little, especially early in the morning on a fall day, and I hope you enjoyed it. All right, I hope you like my stretching exercises, and go to Meyochi.com if you want to learn more about my stretching exercises. Today I'd like to talk about 4 people that I know, some co-workers and some people that live on the island. And I've noticed that over time they have lost weight. It's kind of like, you know, watching grass grow. You don't notice grass growing until one day all of a sudden you go, whoa, my grass is long, I gotta mow it. And it's kind of the same with these 4 people that I know. It was just kind of like one day I'm like, whoa, you know, they look a little bit more in shape, they look more fit, lost some weight. So I went up to all 4 of them at different times. This has happened over the past couple months. And just said, hey, you know, you're looking good. And because I'm kind of known as a health nut, especially at work, I'm always eating healthy stuff at lunch, carrots and celery, and my homemade bean mixture and greens and all that kind of stuff. They were very proud to tell me that what they have done. And all of them, all four of the people, and these are acquaintances I know as well, they all said that yes, I have lost weight and I'm getting in shape. And they go, what they've done, all four of them, they have changed what they've eaten, okay? They didn't go on a diet where, you know, they starve themselves to death, because guess what? Diets never work. They just changed what they ate, and a byproduct of eating healthy is you lose weight. So that's what they did. And they're so proud of their accomplishments, they wanted to tell me. So one of them, he goes, yeah, I cut out bread and fried foods, and I lost 20 pounds. And I said, wonderful. And so he got rid of some of those foods that are not good for you. Another person, I talked to her, she says, yeah, I eliminated all soft drinks and anything with sugar in it, you know, sugary foods. And I lost 40 pounds. And they tell me these things because they're so proud of it, and they know that I'm like, you know, the healthy eater and the health nut. So I'm willing to listen to them, and it just makes me so motivated, and that's why today I'm talking about what we eat more so than somebody exercising, because my 4 pillars of Meyochi, don't forget, is flexibility, proper nutrition, stress reduction, and exercise of any kind. So let's talk about proper nutrition a little bit today. So, what do I do and what do I eat? And I try to keep it simple. I do not believe in fad diets at all, okay? Throw all of those fad diet books out. I try to make it a little simpler, and it works well for me. And basically what it is try to eliminate as much processed food as possible. And I know that's difficult because everything around us is processed food. But you've got to try to eliminate the processed food and eliminate sugars. You do those two things and your body will digest the food differently. So what do you concentrate on? The least amount of processed foods, fruits and vegetables, greens, nuts, whole intact grains, and just a little bit of meat. So the whole intact grains, what I like to talk about there is you can't just go get you some oatmeal off the shelf and say that's good, or you can't say I'm going to buy some Cheerios and that's good. I'm talking about intact grains where it keeps all the pieces together, almost as if it came off the grass or came off the stalk. And what it is that has all the nutrients and the fiber in it. When they process it, they get rid of the fiber, they get rid of the nutrients, and all that's left is the part that has no nutrients in it. And it really is no good for you. All it does is your body processes it and it automatically converts to sugar and fat. So intact whole grains and a little bit of meat. I know that's controversial. I'm not saying you have to go vegetarian, but you just want to eat a little bit of meat. I truly am a believer in that. So how do you wean yourself off of meat? I've been doing this for many, many years, and how I started was I first said, all right, I am not going to have any meat for breakfast for the next month. And what you do is you find different foods to eat, and you don't eat meat for breakfast. And all of a sudden, after about a month or so, you go, hey, you know what? This isn't bad. You know, I make my own homemade granola bars because they put tons of sugars in the ones that are at the store. But I make my own homemade granola bars, and that gets me through till lunch. So you have to come up with these things as well. And I'll go into maybe my recipe of my homemade granola bars another day. But start out with breakfast, no meat. And then once you get used to that, maybe it takes a month or two, then say, okay, now I'm gonna go for no meat for breakfast and no meat for lunch. And then you create a vegetarian lunch. And again, I've created this bean mixture that I eat with carrots, you know, by itself. And then I have nuts, almonds, walnuts, pecans, and I do carrots, and I do celery, and I do a big bag of greens. And that's what I eat for lunch. I take it to work every day. So I eat a little bit of meat at night. So again, I'm not a vegetarian, but I have no meat for breakfast, no meat for lunch, and a little bit of meat at night. And what I do is everything I make, I try to make that is not processed. I eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, a lot of greens, a lot of nuts, seeds. Pumpkin seeds are very high in protein and good for you. Sunflower seeds, walnuts, pecans, almonds. I eat all of that every day, and it is so, so good for you. And finally, oh, we got a bunch of walkers out here today. And finally, I just want to talk about fruits and vegetables a little bit. These fad diets out there are telling you you shouldn't eat bananas, or you shouldn't eat, grapes or dates and stuff like that, because they're loaded with sugar. I am not a believer in that at all. You eat the dates, you eat the bananas, you eat apples, because if you eliminate fruits because it has sugar in it, you're incorrect in the way you're thinking. It's what nature has intended. It's the sugars that nature has put in there. So what happens is the sugars in the apple is also combined with fiber. And the fiber in the dates is combined with the sugar. And you actually process it differently. And it doesn't convert into fats or sugars. It's processed differently, which again is another long story. But the reason why you don't want to eliminate it is there is so many vitamins and fiber and minerals and antioxidants and phytonutrients in these fruits and vegetables that these are powerful cancer fighters. And they're powerful for your skin, and they're powerful for your digestion. And the fiber's feeding the bacteria in your gut, which is also supporting great health of your body. So you don't want to eliminate these things. You want to eat them. Eat what nature gives you and provides you, okay? So fresh fruits and veggies, eat all you want, okay? I am proof of this. I used to weigh about 195. I'm down to 165. And believe me, I eat a lot of fruits and vegetables and nuts and greens, and I just am getting all the vitamins and the nutrients. So today is just about trying to eat a little healthier. So when you're going to grab for those chips, maybe today is the day you go, you know what? I'm going to eat an apple instead. And I'm going to start very slowly and change my menu over time. It's not instant. You have to work on it, and you have to change your menu over time, but it can be done. And your body is going to thank you. And your cells are going to thank you because they're being fed the nutrients that they need. And a byproduct of eating healthy is you lose weight. I'm at my high school weight and I'm 54. How many of y'all can say that? And it's because of what I eat. So eat very minimal processed foods, eliminate the sugars, and whole intact greens and grains and nuts and intact grains and fruits and vegetables. All right, so don't forget my 4 pillars of Meyochi: flexibility, proper nutrition, stress reduction, and exercise of any kind. You do my 4 pillars and I can guarantee you your quality of life is going to improve. So I'm off to go surfing, and I see you.